All right. It's still the same day as part 2. Now this is going to be part 3. My granddaughter interrupted me and she left, so I just went ahead and posted part 2 because, I still have the day and I cannot waste time and take another day to postpone it because, we got a lot to go through in this closet. I got to be done by summer because, I'm going to be traveling. My husband might be better with his heart and stuff, and we could go on a cruise or something. So I got to get done. Oh, I didn't update you. He went to his echocardiogram today, and they don't tell you anything because the real heart doctor or whoever has to read it's like an ultrasound of the heart, and so they have to read it, and then they'll get back to you when you go back in. All right. Anyway, but we did find out he still is in, I don't ever remember if it's AFib or DFib or 4fib. Anyway, his heart is not normal. It's still whacking out crazy, beating. And he's been on the pill to fix it. They said it would fix it if he took this little pill. Hasn't fixed it yet. So they sent him home. They didn't act like he's going to die. So we're just still waiting. But his cough his congestive COPD he sounds a little better. He's not hacking up a lung anymore. Hopefully that's better. That's why women become cougars. You know what that means? They go for the younger man. Because, when you marry an older man, then you got to be their nurse, take care of him and worry about him. So anyway, he's going to be fine. I mean, his heart's never going to get fixed. COPD's not going to get fixed. But he is like a workaholic and he doesn't give in to himself much. So he will still want to go traveling and gardening and all that kind of stuff. So I have hopes that my life will be better again someday, maybe. All right, look at this nice one. And this was the blue for my trip. The problem was for my trip with my blue shoes and all the blue shirts, I needed to stay another week longer because I had too many blue shirts. But I like this style with this because then, I don't know, I just liked it. So I ordered a few in this color. And this, I love this shirt, and I know you'll recognize it as Temu, but there was one problem. I ordered two. I forgot I ordered it, and I ordered it again. So then I have 2 of them, but I really like it. And this fabric is weird, but I like it. And I'm glad I have 2, maybe. I don't see that many people that are going to go, you just wore that. I got a story to tell you. My sister Shauna, she was always real giving. And she had 4 boys, and I had 4 boys. And mine were a little older than her 4 boys. But one time, this was in the 70s or early 80s when Star Wars was so popular. And so she lived in Salt Lake City, so she got all these good deals. And, we didn't have good deals where I was from. So she gave my boys all one of these orange short sleeve sweatshirt that had Star Wars on the front. So they were all the same size though. And so they were my oldest boy's size, not the young, they were every 2 years. So the little kids, they wouldn't fit the little boys. So they all fit Chad, my oldest one. So he had 4 of those and he loved it. And he wore one every day, but he had 4 of them. And I said, Chad, people do not know you have 4 of those same shirts. They think you're wearing the same shirt every day and that you're a scroungy little low-life poor kid. I mean, but little kids don't think that way. So then I had to kind of hide them or leave him in the dirty clothes a little longer so he'd wear something else in between. So funny. Oh, this is another one of those, the shirts with the pockets. I told you I had them in every color. Because, I might have something compulsive in me maybe or something. I love this shirt too. And I wanted another one in a different color because I loved it. But Temu didn't have it in a different color, only that one. And this one was so cheap. And I like the fabric and the colors. I don't remember if I had to take it in on the sides or something, but I liked it. Look, it matched a lot of things. Black or blue or denim. Keeping that one. I don't even remember this one. Oh, I do too remember it. This was a freebie on one of those, you know, when Temu gives you something. They found the cheapest thing they owned to give me as a freebie. All right, tie-dyed. Because I got purple shoes and I needed a purple. That's new. I forgot I had that. Waffle, get rid of it. Hate that waffle print stuff. I love this shirt. I don't know why. But it did have long sleeves. I did not like the long sleeves. Sometimes the long sleeves, like this one, I don't know if I'm liking the long sleeves. So, guess what I do when I don't like them? I cut them off and hem them. And so this had been a long sleeve shirt, and I cut the sleeves off. And now it's a real heavy knit. But look, the bottom with the lace touch, and I have some gold colored, I don't know what, the gold pants colored, or you could wear them with the green. So I like that one for the fall. And this one is another trying to be dressy t-shirt with the lace. I wish they were longer. I'm gonna have to try that one on. If it's short, look at this one. This is that funky fabric. And I remember this. The first time I wore it, I got a stain on it. I was so mad at myself. Why didn't I take my shirt off? And then it got a stain right where you think it would, right here in the front. I can't even put a pocket on it because it's right here. And I liked it. Now it's ruined. I'm going to save it for painting, camping. I have a lot of painting shirts. But, you know, sometimes if I do this, it's because a message came in. I can't read it. So I can't handle it. I have my 2 painting shirts I brought from Oregon, so I've had them for like 40 years, and I just keep wearing them, and they're real colorful now. This I got for the summer because it was it would match my cutoffs. That's what we call the denim shorts. Don't you like how they're just right here? I can look at all these capris. I don't wear all those. I wear like 4 favorites. I got to go through those next. I'm going to. I like this one. This one is like a flower garden. For when I go with my husband, I wear this because you know how he loves gardening. And so I wear this because I think he will think that I love his garden and he'll love me more. And I hate this one. This would be another painting shirt. Look at the sleeves. You gotta have good arms. Bye. Feathers on it. When you think of feathers like this, what do you think of? Well, I'm not going to say the obvious. Indian costume. I'm not going to say that. But what I think of is the feathers out on my feather pillow tickling my nose or prickling me. I don't want feathers on my clothes. I don't think of a soft feather bed. I just think of that prickling me. Here's another one of these that my husband will like because it looks like his flowers he grows. And another one. I got this one just because it would match the blue denim with a fancy sleeve. Denim and lace. Isn't that a movie or something? I'm going to keep it. But look, they're the same. You can't see, but they're the same height. Now, I don't even remember this. What is it? Where'd I get it? I like it. I don't know. This must be someone else's in my closet. I don't remember this. It's cute. Navy blue. You could even wear that with a navy blue skirt. Oh, I should put that on the top. Oh, here's another one of these. My dandelion shirt. It's not a dandelion. My husband let me know. It's a milkweed. Looks like a dandelion to me. I wonder if Timu knew what it was. It's kind of short. But it's a dandelion, so I have to keep it. Now, this one was another blue one for my blue sandals. I liked it. You know, this tie-dye stuff and this, that's real popular right now because the teenagers are wearing that. So I got to keep it because then they'll think I'm really young. This was a dress. I got to tell you about this one. This was a dress from Family Dollar. And I loved it. Well, I thought I loved it. But then when I got home with it, and I love the fabric and I love the colors. But when I got home with it, I realized the sleeves were real short. So I did my trick and put lace on the bottom of the sleeves. That helped that. Then the other thing I realized was, what was it I did? So I wanted to make it short. So I cut it off here under the boobs, and then I lifted the skirt up at the right length and then sewed it back together because it was a little tight through here. And then I added a section. Where did I add? I remember. Yeah, in the front here where it's gathered, I put a section right through here. And so it's pieced there, but you can't tell because it's gathered. Why was I just fighting to keep this, to wear it? It must have been the right color. But I like it, and I like the fabric, and I'm keeping it. Now here's like the blue one that has this skirt thing, kind of looking skirt thing, but it doesn't feel like that when I wear it. And I like this style. So, I'm keeping it. Oh, here's another soccer shirt with the stripes. When I go to the kids' sports things, which I don't go very often. Oh, this is one of those crossover ones that makes it, you know, a little dressier. You could tell when I find something that's different and I like it, I buy it in every color. Here's another one, a gray one, blue, green, and gray. And blue, green, gray, and orange one. Does this match my orange shoes? I think it will. See? Tide, they smell good. That's a good thing. I wouldn't want all these shirts if they were stinky. And here's this one, another blue sandal one. I like it, except look, they make this neck look old, like you wore it forever and ever, and it all... Why'd they do that? I don't want old looking clothes. It's to match your holy distressed jeans. All right. This was Shopko. Got me again when they were going out of business. And this shirt, when it was new, and I tried it on in the store, and I really liked it. And I thought, no, I do not have a twin sister. And they were cheap, you know. It was $1.50. And I like this fabric. So I thought, it's so cheap, and if I like it, I could use one for work when I'm outside working and paint, and I'd have one for good. But then, after I washed them, I decided they aren't that good. I don't want one for good. And they're just kind of like hang, and I'm going to give it, because at the thrift store, twins might come in and they might want a matching outfit. I'm going to give them both away. And this is that style again. But this is like real slinky knit, and then this is real thick. So it's funky when you wear it. And I don't know how, I'm going to have to try it on again, because I don't remember how long. And then here I have my theme shirt again. I'm going to be blowing the thistles, the milkweed. All right. That one I didn't get rid of. See, these are the ones, the favorite ones, so I didn't get rid of very many. Oh. All right. We're going to finish this pile, and then I'll shut it off. because I'll be tired and you won't want to listen anymore to my on and on and on and on. All right, I don't like this color too much because what color is it? It just doesn't seem to match anything. Nothing I have. All right, here's a white one. What? I like this one. Thought I had one like that already. You can never, you know, two white ones. And here's a purple one just like it. Because, you know, if one is good, two is better. Here's another soccer shirt to go for the soccer playing game. Baseball. They play baseball too, don't they? And here's another one of these in a different color. This one, though, has the neck to match the pocket. I like that better. But the one, the black one, I had to take the pocket off to match another shirt. So if it would have had this, you know, then you'd have to take the neck and do something different. So I'm glad they don't have that. Ah, another striped sports shirt. And this one's cute, but it's like that other one. But I like it. It has a pocket. And it's pretty cute. And I have gray pants. So I'm keeping it. All right. Oh, what is this one? I don't remember it. And I don't know how the sleeves are. It has to be a try-on, because if the sleeves are too short, I'll get rid of it. And this one I wore a lot. And now it looks faded and worn out. I usually, you might be surprised at this, I usually do not wear anything out because I haven't worn it enough to wear it out. Like Jamie, my husband. Now, do I always have to say my husband? Do you know if I'm talking about Jamie? It's not the girl next door. Hey, why did his mother name him kind of like a girl name? And then his other brother's Kim, the one that died. Kim and Jamie were the sons, not the daughters. But I'll tell you what, my dad's name, this is going to be another story, not about shirts. My dad, his name was Carroll, Carrol. And he hated his name because he got made fun of all the time. And everybody would say, oh, here's that second one. Everyone would say, you have a girl name. And he played the violin, and so if anybody said he had a girl name, he would chase them with his violin and hit him on the head. This is what he told me. I don't know if that's true, because if you did that now, you'd get detention in school. So anyway, he told all of us, when you are naming your children, do not name a child that the name could be the opposite sex. Like, you don't name your boy Sue, and you don't name your girl Ryan, you know, something like that. You name them with the names that are boy or girl names, not unisex names, because he got made fun of so much. So what did he do when he was little? He named himself his own name, and it stuck. Guess what the name was? It's not really like Carol. It starts with a C. Cuddy. Cuddy. Cuddy, and that's what he went through his whole life, Cuddy. Did you know a Cuddy ever? But what was funny is one time I went to this town, and my mom's name was Mary Ellen, and Cuddy was their names. And here was a museum, and guess what it was named? Mary Ellen Cuddy Museum. I took a picture. We got a picture of that and sent it right away. I thought I already had a gray one that had these sleeves, and I didn't like it, and I gave it away. But it had gray lace. This is like that white one. I'm going to keep it because I like gray. Oh, it's just one of those thin ones that has the Harley wings on them that I'm not going to keep a Harley shirt. I'm not a Harley girl anymore. Well, I never was. Oh, it's like a hippie era. This hippie era. It would be a good lawn mowing shirt. And if it got grass stains on it, it wouldn't matter. And it's this, they didn't do a very good job, however they got this on there, because it's all fallen off. But it's painted, it's not ironed on. I'm going to keep it because, you know, when you mow the lawn, you want your arms to, even at my age, I want my arms to get a little sun and not be. Did you notice some of those old people, their hair goes white, which is fine. My dad, he was Grandpa White. He had white hair and he looked good. And my brother-in-law, he went gray and white real early. You know, for some people, it's fine. But some of those older people, they don't get outside much. And they just get whiter and whiter. And their eyes and everything, and their eyebrow, everything gets paler and paler and paler. And maybe they could use an eyebrow pencil or go out in the sun just like 10 minutes a day. Get a little vitamin D. You're too old by then to get skin cancer because you don't have that much longer to live anyway. Because, you know, I'm talking about the real old people. In the rest home, they should take those people out and let them get in the sun a little. You don't need to worry about skin cancer when you're 90. Just get some sun. This is my favorite Ross one. It has rhinestones. I don't know what that is. It's a big old flower. I'm keeping that. I love that one. With leggings. And this is that other era with the stripes and the flowers. And I have some capris, this peachy color. Ah, here's another one of these. Like that blue one. Stretches out a lot. It's going to be the try-on row. This one I bought used. Because I was into yellow. I didn't have any yellow. Thought I wanted to try yellow. Thread up or something. I had to take the seam down the back because the neck and shoulders. It's a thicker. I think it was a more expensive t-shirt for those rich ladies. And I liked it. So I'm keeping it. Oh, this one I never did like. And I sewed lace on the sleeves because I wanted to. I'm getting rid of it. Yellow. I just don't like yellow. It was my worst color. All the time it was my worst color. But I'll tell you something. This isn't really a story. I'm just going to tell you this. When I like to paint a little. Dabble in the paint. Canvas painting. And when you're a painter, you have to use, you want to use all the colors. And I thought about this. If you did not have yellow in the color palettes, it would be ugly. God made yellow for a reason. He made it to brighten things up and to be in the color palette. So now I appreciate yellow more in my life, and I realize there's a time and a place for yellow. But it is not in your grass as dandelions. To me, when I go buy flowers to plant in the yard, I never buy yellow. You know why? Let the dandelions grow if you want yellow. And I don't want people thinking that I let my dandelions grow in the flower bed and that's why I have yellow flowers. So I buy the other colors because you're going to get dandelions no matter what you do. I lay out there on my grass and I pick each one out. Jamie goes, why don't you just use weed and feed? Because then when you spray weed and feed, it makes a brown spot while it kills those. But if I dig them out, then there's not a brown spot. And so I have this tool and I just sit down and just move along, do a section each day. And I want the grass to look like the golf course. And that's why I'm getting rid of this yellow one, because it reminds me of picking the weeds, pulling the weeds. I don't want to do it. I have to though, because then it's really rewarding. But I get mad because I finally get all the dandelions out of the grass and I fertilized it because my son-in-law used to work at Simplot and they manufacture fertilizer. I don't know how they do it. They mix stuff together and they mine for it. I don't know how they do it, but if I wanted to know, I could ask him and he'd tell me. But he doesn't work there anymore because he has construction, big old trucks and everything. You would think he's a little boy with all of the construction trucks, and it was what his dream come true because he has real ones now. And he would get us that fertilizer for like $5 a big old bag. And so I spread that out all over my lawn. And then I water, because you want it to dissolve. It's chunkettes. Then I put the sprinklers on and water it. I forgot what I was going to say about the fertilizer. I know, I remember. Then my lawn, every week, every month, to getting in July, and it's starting to look better and better until August. It's perfect. And it's like, I want to invite everybody over now because the lawn looks like a golf course. And then it freezes and it just starts going downhill again. Why can't I get it looking that good, like, in July, June, early in the season? Takes me forever. I don't think I ever wore this or washed it. Keeping it, because, if you never wore it, you got to wear it at least once before you get rid of it. Oh, I had this one forever, and I took it on every cruise. I know it's yellow. I tell myself, some people, that's their favorite color. If I'm wearing it that day, they're going to like me because it's their favorite color. Look, tag's still hanging. I wonder why. It says $6. I think I bought this in Florida because I have these pants that are like chiffon full pants, and I had this dream how I would look on the cruise wearing those fluttery pants and this, and then I put them on, and it doesn't have the dream come true in my mind that I really look like. I look like a sack of potatoes with fluttery yellow. I never wore it. I'm going to donate it because somebody's going to be so thrilled to get, look, it's brand new. It still has a tag on it. This style again. Wore it on a cruise. Have pictures of me in it. And this. Oh, I hate this shirt. Because look, this over here, it was like those baby t-shirts that they made so it'd go over their big head, baby head, Put buttons there. Then your bra straps are always showing and hanging off. I should use this fabric and make a baby sleeper out of it. Because you know what? I'm getting my second great-grandchild. My granddaughter's pregnant. She has one boy. She's going to have another what? We don't know what it is yet, boy or girl. But if she has a boy, it'll be cheaper because her other boy, and she'd use the same stuff. But of course, we're hoping for a girl because we want a girl. But anyway, I could use this as fabric because it's a nice knit. Here's another. Remember, I had this pink one like that. I don't even have to open it. I already know I don't want it. And this is my old boyfriend's favorite color. I'm keeping it. I liked it. Oh, this one I had. This was my mother's favorite color. Had it forever. And it was a Walmart, I think. And I like it. The tag is faded and nothing written on it anymore. That's how old. See, Walmart clothes are good. They last forever. I'm keeping that because it's a nice weight. And this one, when my grandson was born, he was born premature and he weighed 2 pounds, 10 ounces. And he had to be C-section. And then, my daughter she just went into labor early. So they had to have a C-section. So then they sent him to one hospital to be, incubated and everything in the NICU. And they said this is in Ogden, Utah. It's a really good hospital. He'll make AD. He's going to do good. We're taking him there. And they told us that was the best hospital. So we drive there. We're so glad. Then we get, the next night they go, we have to transport him to Primary Children's in Salt Lake because that's the best hospital. Last night you said this was the best hospital. So which is it? What story are you feeding us? But of course we do what they say. So we went to Primary Children's Hospital. So then we stayed at Ronald McDonald. They didn't need me because the baby has a mom and dad, my daughter. But I felt bad and I wanted to help. So then I tagged along, staying in the Ronald McDonald house, sleeping on this chair that makes into a board bed. It was the worst night, and I snored, and I tried to stay awake all night, so I wouldn't, because we're all sleeping in the same room, family room. I didn't want to snore for my daughter and the husband, and then she was pumping because she wanted to keep her milk to nurse the new baby. He needed that milk. And it was just miserable. Plus, you have to clean your own rooms. You can't eat in your rooms. You can't even drink. You're not supposed to take any food item in the room. How do they expect us to live? You know, we need a little snack in the night, maybe, or something. Their rules were pretty strict, but you got to stay there for free or whatever you could afford. It's very nice of them. But I didn't like that rule, and I might have cheated a little and had a big purse. But we only stayed there a little while because it was just too strict. You felt like you were a child or in a juvie department or something. I don't know. I just didn't like it much. Ronald McDonald. Ronald wasn't there that I could complain to, and I was just tagging along. And finally, we got a different accommodations because my brother lived there, and he said, we have a room. So when my daughter went there, then I went home because she didn't need me cleaning Ronald McDonald House, and her C-section was further along, so she was healing. And so I went home. The story is, this is the shirt I wore when I went there. And I had these capris, and they looked so good together with this thing down the front. And of course, I was 15. Oh no, that grandson, he survived, and now he's a senior in high school. That's how long I had this. But here's the part why I want to keep it. I weighed 150 back then. And that's my goal weight. And I haven't worn this since because I'm saving it till when I get 150 again. 18 years I've been waiting to be 150. Okay, I haven't got my weight down yet. I have my baby weight still from him. Oh, this one, I hate it. Look, you can just tell right now, this is not my style. Short, square, can't even stretch that one. I hate this one. Getting rid of it. I hate this one. This is one of those workout shirts. Not working out. I already told you that. Hate it. This must have been the bottom I never wore. Oh, what is this one? I don't remember. Just Be. Well, I don't want to just be in that shirt. And I don't want this one because it's that nibby stuff. Whoever thought of that idea? I think it was a mistake. Now, this one I kind of liked because, look, it has this zipper down the back. And then it's sheer, kind of. You have to wear something underneath it. I liked this one. That was a little more dressy. I'm going to keep that one. We're almost done. Okay, what's this one? Oh, this is a Shopko one. But I do like it. I could be wearing that now. I forgot I had that one. I like it. Oh, have you got shirts from Maurice? Is that how you say that place? Maurice? And my daughter lived in a town I went visiting, and they had a Maurice there. So we went shopping. And I never shopped at Maurice's before, and so I was excited. And they signed me up for a credit card right then. So, of course, then, credit card, free money. They do that on purpose. No, it's not free money. You still have to pay it back. Anyway, I got this shirt. And it's beaded. That's cool. So I was in, beaded. But once again, it was too big, and I took it in, and then it's almost too small in the sleeves. And I don't love it anymore. I wore it a lot. I have this one here still. Keeping that one. Now I'm into the navy blues. What is this one? Do not know what this is. Oh, it's upside down. I wore this with the skirt, and it was cute. It ties right there, kind of like right below the front butt, so it hides it. And I have to wear something under it, but I liked it because I felt a little, all right, I'm going to say it, a little sexy in it. See-through. And this one I have a skirt. Did I keep the skirt? Yes, I did. And this one, this is the one that I liked because it was a medium. I don't know how this would fit a medium, lady, but it fit me because look at how wide and everything it is. And so I was so thrilled. Look, Jamie, I'm in a medium. Keeping it because it looked really cute with that skirt with sandals in the summer. when you have to go to Salt Lake and it's so hot. Oh, and you can't breathe. Oh, I hate deciding about these. My sister gave me this one, and I loved it, and I needed it because, I was poor. And it's see-through lace. It's just a lace top with that zipper in the back. And I wore like a real bright color under it, that coral color. And it looks so cute. I felt good in it. I probably was thinner, but I'm keeping it because it made me happy. This is a Temu one, that funky fabric again, that you want to feel like a housewife, house mother, grandma in it. I'm keeping it though because it's good on those days when you're not going anywhere, you're not seeing anybody, you don't want to stay in your pajamas, but that feels like pajamas. You want that. And this was my mother's favorite color again, the green. She loves green. My husband's favorite color, green. It's a 14, I don't know what. I always keep it because I like the style with these snaps, in the front. And I'm going to have to try it on. Now this one, I sewed this trim on it to be fancier. And it has longer sleeves. It's a knit. But I just don't love it. Well, if it was hanging in the store, would I buy it? No. All right. Look, this is a whole big pile here to get rid of. A whole big pile to keep. But now I'm going to fold them and color coordinate them. I'm not going to bother you with your time when I do that because I know that I can't tell any more stories about colors or sorting. So I'm going to do it. And then tomorrow when we start with number 4 over here, I'll show you the finished. And I'll count again how many I'm getting rid of so I can be in this hall of shame. I don't know if I should tell my husband, because even if he's stupid, he's going to say, if those were $1 a each t-shirt, how much money is that? 62 yesterday, that would be even $1 a piece, $62. Well, I paid more than $1 each. So I'm not even going to do timesing it, multiplication of that. Just let it go. I told my granddaughters, I'm changing my ways. They didn't believe me, really. But I am. Not changing all the way. I could never be a minimalist. You know why? I tried that on the cruise ship. I just took one suitcase, one of everything. One hair scrunchie, one brassiere, I had more underwears, but, I took the minimalist. I hated it because I lost my scrunchie. I don't know where. Maybe the crewman stole it. I don't know. But I never did find it. How could I lose a scrunchie? I took it out at night. I put it right there. Next day, gone. So I went down to the store in the ship and said, do you have any hair ties, scrunchies, or anything? No, we don't have any. Then I did, and I forgot my brush that time too. They didn't have any brushes. I had to use a comb, which a comb in my hair hurts. So then we finally went to shore, and I was able to go to a store in Cabo San Lucas. Their stores suck. They didn't have a brush anywhere. And so I finally found one brush that you buy at the dollar store. It's that big, a little tiny one, for $20. And my husband said, just buy it. You need it. Had to. Then I still couldn't find a scrunchie. So then had to wear my hair a little different. The next time we stopped, we were in Costa Rica or somewhere. So then we went to different shops there, and I found a scrunchie that I had to pay like $5 for. And it is not a favorite one. The Costa Rica people do not make good scrunchies like they do, at Walmart in the States. But anyway, from then on, I decided I do not want to be a minimalist. I don't want just one of stuff. I want 2. I want a spare. I want a backup. So I am not getting down to minimalist. No, not being that. I like pictures on the wall, and I like spare things. So I'm happy if you're a minimalist. I'm glad you can live that way and be that way. But when the apocalypse hits and you don't have electricity and no food and everything because you're such a minimalist, don't come to my house. It's your fault that you didn't have extras. And you know, I know your clothes are going to be dirty, all of them, because you don't have enough to rotate. And I am just thinning out so that I can breathe better with these shorter, and they're not like stuffed so much. I'll be able to breathe better and donate to the needy. And so don't get your hopes up that I'm going to take all the pictures off my walls. And no, not going to happen. When I die, they can do that. So here I come. That means goodbye.